fine. What's up, guys? Down here. How's it going? Doing well. I've been wanting. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, I was originally an MMO player. I still kind of am. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really played much MMORPGs lately, but it's because kind of tired of the ones we can play. So yeah, I do enjoy logging into a game with my friends and just playing for a couple of hours every day and just progressing, finding out new stuff, just like the old days. Sadly, nowadays, I'm done with WoW. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even finish Endwalker for Final Fantasy, and I think I'm just done with the games. To be honest with you, I think I just like it's the same old shit every time. So we're getting a lot of RPGs this year, which is I'm happy about that. I'm excited. I really hope. So I'm an anime fan. I'm a weeb. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I really hope Blue Protocol is good. But also Wayfinder. I like the animations. I haven't seen too much of the game. That's why we're here to see what it looks like. So okay, I think there's nothing over here. So I don't want to block the map. So this is the mini map. It is what it is. Let's see how this looks. Okay. Hopefully it's good. It's from MO Bytes, by the way. They make a lot of MMORPG videos. I like them. Yeah, so this is level 14. So he can actually block. You can actually block stuff with a shield. That's crazy. Okay, so guard mechanics at low level. I like that. Okay, HP boss level 17. Okay. Active damage and healing numbers. They remind me a little bit of what was that cancelled MMORPG? I don't want to say Wildstar. I'm so sad that game didn't work out because I enjoyed the game. For what it's worth, when I played it, I enjoyed the game. Also, I like the aesthetics of this game. They look so nice. Oh.
For those of you that keep asking, when is a new good MMO going to drop? Well, for some of you, that day is quite a bit closer than you thought. From the developers Airship Syndicate, which has put out games such as Ruined King, A League of Legends Story, Darksiders Genesis, and Battlefield Chasers have come together with publisher Digital Extremes to put forth a new up-and-coming free-to-play MMO action game called Wayfinder. Projected early access for PC and
1 second.
PlayStation will be in May with access granted through purchase of the Founder Packs, and there will be a full release later in 2023. They will be following the
Okay, I understand Founder Packs. It's just out of experience. Founder Packs have got me a lot. Like I'm one of the dumb idiots that bought like the $130 Founder Pack for Arcade when it first released. I played for 2 weeks. By the time everyone else was able to properly play, I already stopped playing the game. So, I mean, honestly, so I'm a bit skeptical. MMORPGs like online multiplayer stuff, I doubt I'll ever really pre-order them again, unless I'm like positive. I'm sure they're good, because I've wasted too much money on this, bro. It's depressing. It's honestly depressing.
I quote, embracing the free and fair Digital Extremes philosophy, which is held by the Digital Extremes Warframe model. I was able to play in their latest beta, and I had a ton of fun with my two friends, Taven and Rogue, who were unwittingly subjected to me.
So you have 4 skills, and I'm guessing
none of
built
this,
or pass?
as we just so happened to see each other in the beta's Discord and realized, well, I guess we're a team now, which is perfect since the max members of a team within the game is 3 people for the content that will be out at release. As I mentioned,
why is it 3 out? I enjoy 4 to 5
there
more.
There are a total of 6 characters that will be released, with 1 we still know nothing about, and 1 that was not within the beta I played at the time. There is no
Vanguard.
full customization
I
of the
guess
characters,
Silo's
as you
assassin
must
or
pick your Wayfinder, and who they are
Hunter.
is, well,
I mean, he uses
they
a
are. Each Wayfinder
Viper?
will have a story that develops as you play. You can decorate your
An
Wayfinder
assassin.
once within the game itself with their
Is that a
themed outfits.
Was that a
hairstyles,
dude wearing that
clothes,
risky
and
outfit?
charms,
Okay,
but
hey, progress.
that does not change the fact that you are that character.
What is this?
Which is a bit of a bum for me since I love playing the healer classes and was left with a big beefy man. You can unlock the other character to swap between as you play through grinding materials to do so.
That takes away a bit of the feeling for MMO, doesn't it? Because I'm guessing from what we just saw, you don't really make your own character. They have pre-built characters and you just play with them. So it's also gender lock, which I mean, for most people, as for me, it's a thing. Most people don't care, but when I play an MMORPG, I enjoy playing as a dude because I'm a dude, and sometimes I try to make him look like me. So I enjoy that. That's a bit of a bummer, but we'll see.
But be aware, they will start from square one and the grind will recycle back around for that one. But when you are tired of grinding and want to push ahead, just swap back to your higher level character. So far the characters are Wingrave, which is...
It's a bit like Final Fantasy then, I guess, right? You can just switch whenever you want
that
to.
is both tank and healer, as he has shield and heals. Then the class which both my male friends chose, which of course is female, and is by far the prettiest of the three that were playable for us at the baseline, and that was Nis, a shadow dancer that really is best described in my book as a rogue type. She is very fast-paced and difficult to master as per my friends. Next is Silo, a mixture of ranged and melee, who basically
that's a
loves
big
to throw
200
bombs
dude.
and is
They
great
just use the sword
or
or the scythe or
quick
something.
AoE burst down or slowing enemies so you can make a tactical retreat.
The gameplay looks fun. Not gonna lie, but
extra characters that dropped in the beta
I'm a bit bummed out by the classes and the gender lock
stuff. Like a sexy version of Zarya from Overwatch, but punches a wee bit like Doomfist. She is great for gathering enemy forces, buffing the team,
that's really slow.
Buffing her own weapons next attack. I took her for a little spin, but didn't have it in my heart to leave behind Wingrave and his lovely benefits for my team. Another character we have yet to experience in the test phase is...
Okay, there we go, a sight, there we go.
A damage dealer ranged character.
I found my class.
I didn't mention really any of their weapons in their discussion, because their weapons can be any weapon you want. Any weapon type can be used by any character and appears to be purchasable from an NPC in the main town. If you want the better versions of the weapons, you will need to craft them by grinding out the materials necessary to do so.
I do like that the mechanics at early levels. So, oh, you can revive them! Oh, I guess there's not a... Hold on.
Weapons upon entering the game.
I'm guessing because there's not like a proper... There's not the Holy Trinity. I don't think the Holy Trinity is in this game, like in normal MMORPGs. So it's a bit like a battle royale where you can just revive them. I want like a New World. I think the same thing as a New World, right? When someone's down, other players can revive them. I think like 2 or 3 times, and then you just you're out. You gotta wait. I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, because I guess in this game the healer is also a tank, so they probably won't die first, but you never know.
Which consists of sword and shield, dual blades, rifle, and 2-handed melee weapons. This will not change your 4 core abilities.
This is a dungeon
but it will change the weapon ability and your primary attack. As I mentioned, the combat itself is action, and it felt pretty smooth. The 4 base skills do have a cooldown for varying times or build-ups required. However, something that I didn't know because it wasn't really explained in the tutorial for combat
so cool,
and how
I love
to
that
move was the fact that there are super cool attacks not touched upon. For instance, with Wingrave's base weapon, my job is to build up my power bash to break enemy shields faster for my team so we can start dealing damage. I was just utilizing
so yellow bar is the
attack,
shield,
which at the end of 5 consecutive heavy attacks would result in a shield bash, which would unlock my power bash to break shield. This, of course, was time-consuming, especially if I wanted to build it up for a higher power level by doing 3 shield bashes. I didn't realize until I got an Echo, which we'll get into here shortly, told me I'd get a bonus to damage if I jumped and use a heavy attack. This not only counts as a shield bash for me, but does great AoE damage. I also discovered another attack to build up my pip thanks to watching a guy that recognized me in game. Thanks, Cowboy Bebop. This only required me.
Are animations not done, or are they just staggering the bear? Because he's not really doing anything.
Pip thanks to watching a guy that recognized me in game.
They're just standing there taking him like a champ.
This only required me to hit W and E key at the same time to shield slam. From there, I began experimenting and found yet another attack that involved running and shield bashing an enemy in the face. These attacks also exist for other weapon types as well, with not quite the same benefit as it does for the sword and shield with a quick power bash buildup. Now, as I mentioned, there are echoes within the game, and they can be applied to your weapons, characters.
Max health, break power. These are like passive enhancements. Okay, so here we see the gear score. So they showed this before, like the skill trees. I don't remember the names, but I guess this is tank, healing, and damage, maybe. Max health, resilience, weapon power, ability power, crit rating, crit power, break power. There's defense. So break. So does every enemy have armor, or is it just the bosses?
And accessories. This is where your build will become more unique than others. Each monster has
seems like you equip a lot though.
Echo that will range from common to epic. I won't get into too much depth in this system other than the echoes can be from A through E types, and you'll want to match your echo type to its corresponding.
I don't like the map system, not gonna lie. I've not seen a lot, but the things I've seen,
to do so, and you can spend your points
it's a small
however
thing.
you would want to.
Oh,
E-types will have an additional effect for your character, so honestly,
you do damage while they have armor. You just do more damage when armor is done. Okay, okay.
These echoes can be upgraded as well by feeding echoes.
You did like triple damage after breaking armor.
Upgrade points for putting in the same monster echo. For further individualizing your build, you can pick and choose accessories to add in to boost certain stats that you find important for your character. These will drop from monsters or can be crafted.
Okay, as long as you can't buy them, you know.
Typically, by crafting some of the accessories, there are bonuses to having the set equipped to your character. Utilizing all these things together.
Hold on, were that dungeon stats? Hold on.
There are bonuses to having
total physical damage, max health, total physical damage, max health. So if you were 2, if you were 3, okay, that's not too bad.
Set equipped to your character.
Bloom Dungeon, what is this? Bloom Dungeon UC1 relic. Crit found. I like set bonuses. I like that a lot about Diablo. I don't know if WoW still has set bonuses or what. They have, right?
Sure. Utilizing all these things together, you can build yourself a strong glass cannon or a super tanky Hulk. I'm sure builds will drop for each character, and I'm excited to see what will come out. To give your character an even greater flair of distinctiveness, you can grind towards crafting weapons. Each weapon you will craft with a different weapon ability. For instance,
that's pretty cool actually. So there's there's some changes.
But craft different types of the same weapon. I can have a weapon ability that will either AoE damage enemies, increase block, or stagger enemies. Now you'll probably realize I keep saying grind, and I know some of you are wincing each time I say it.
I like grinding a little bit.
This is what the game is. It is a grind. To get all these
supplies, that's an mmorpg though, you have to grind.
Ingredients or monsters for all these crafted items or echo types. You'll move between this segregated open world to kill different world monsters, world events, and work together with other players roaming the lands to tackle bosses. These may drop things you require as
mutations, notice flora. Does it counter this or?
Well as the monsters in the dungeons. What makes this grind so much more tolerable in my mind is that no 2 dungeon runs will be the same, as not only can you add affixes to the dungeons such as greed, flora, and shadow, but the dungeons are procedurally generated. In my grind, I ran the same dungeon probably 5 separate times, and each time was fairly different, not only visually, but also in terms of events happening within the dungeon.
Oh, that's actually sick.
A phoenix or a monster spawn event. This
Oh,
kept
that's
it
actually
feeling
really
fresh
cool.
no matter how many times I had to go in
Like
and
that.
try to get the drops. The dungeons felt rewarding, fun, and were crazy good looking in my opinion.
Okay.
The big boss fight.
That's what I hate, because at some point, every MMORPG, you get late game, you get to the daily grind. And you use the same shit over and over again. But this is cool. I like this. More games need that. I don't care if it's the same thing. As long as some things are different, spice it up a little bit, I'll be happy. I don't ask for much.
Favored, as the mechanics keep you on your toes, and you'll absolutely need to work with other people the harder they become. The game so close to early access release leaves me a little worried though. The NPCs are still what I presume to be placeholder NPCs and are all basically twins. There are quite a few crashes, bugs, and various little
I like
things
that anime
maybe
explosion.
one last test phase will iron out before release.
Is that
so,
oh.
I'm not too worried about that. There's also some quality of life changes.
I don't really care too much about this.
Really make
it was immersion. I will not go into the water. Fuck that.
Move when you're in queue for more party members. You're pretty much locked into staring at the dungeon screen, otherwise the dungeon queue will cancel.
Oh,
also,
that's a bad
maybe
idea.
An increase on drop rates for some of the items, as after 3 hours of
grinding, how would it do that
I still
like that?
had only gotten one of the 9 drops that I needed to craft an item.
I mean,
the RNG is a little rough if this is the
I like this though. I like the animation style so much.
So maybe it is the way it is because it should be that way. Otherwise, I feel this game has huge potential to be well loved by those that adore these types of games, and I will be playing it when it drops.
I'll also be playing it. Yes,
overall, this game was a joy to experience.
I'm not gonna pre-order it though. Like I said, I don't.
Especially upon release.
But it looks fun.
Like
but it doesn't look great. You know, it looks like it'll be fun for a bit.
Approximately every 3 months will bring.
But I don't think.
Which with it will come
I don't think it'll be like my main game for a long time or anything.
They did state they will be holding yet another beta before early access in May, so be sure to sign up to keep tabs on the game if you're
access in May.
Want to help them test.
It's March
Hopefully
now.
This will scratch the new good.
So it's still a bit ahead of us. Still a bit of it. Oh, you almost got one shot, buddy.
Logging off for now. Bye.
Well, a good video, by the way. So, like I said, ooh, in March. Hold on, that looks fun. Okay, well, hold on. So, hold on. There's a few things I want to look at again. Okay, so these are just the normal abilities, and then you have one ability. That's just your weapon ability. So she said this could change. Different versions of the same weapons could have different abilities. But she was talking about like stagger and stuff, and not skills per se, more like passives. So I wonder that works. Where's the skill menu thing again? Because they open it around the start, right? Oh, look at that. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Echoes. No, not echoes. There was something else, right? What was that? The imagine things? Let's just play it from here. See if they go by it. Hold on.
Fact that you are that character, which is a bit of a bum for me since I love playing the healer classes and was left with a big beefy man. You can unlock the other character to swap.
Okay, so instinct, discipline, and focus. Okay, tankiness. With crit rating and physical. Or is that okay? Maybe these things aren't Windgrave. Maybe these aren't the same thing. Hold on, because this is a 6, this is a 7.
Between as you play through grinding materials to do so, but be aware.
Oh, okay, these are just 6 things you can do. Okay. I see that. Use money for this though. These orbs, so this isn't like your level. You use money and some orbs.
They will start from square one, and the grind will recycle back around for that one. Which, of course, make a tactical retreat in their discussion. because their weapons can be any weapon.
You can cheese some of these monsters.
Any weapon type can be
I'm
used
okay
by
with that.
any character. This will not change your 4 core abilities linked to your character, but it will change the weapon ability and your primary attack. As I mentioned, the combat itself is action, and it felt pretty smooth. The 4 base skills do have a cooldown for varying times or build-ups required. However, something that I didn't know, because it wasn't really explained in the tutorial for combat.
Okay. It's a good video. I think it's gonna be fun. I do think the game is gonna be fun. And it's still early. It's still work in progress, so a lot of things could change. Like when I play an MMO, I do enjoy having more than 4 abilities. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, maybe they're fun enough. If like you can change certain things, like what like extra passives, whatever. You know, maybe give some in depth that way, because the most thing is like the fun things are like building your character, and they're not all the same. I don't want to be a big man with a big ass sword, and I see another big man with a bigger sword, and they're exactly the same. Like, then again, I guess if Final Fantasy is like that, then that's still really fun. So, I feel like every game should have a skill tree, bro. I truly think like if you have a skill tree, of course some people just go for the optimized thing, whatever. But you know, you have some changes. That's the thing I loved about Rohan. I know Rohan. If you know Rohan, Blood Feud, it's not a good game. But I played it so much. That was my first MMORPG, and I really enjoyed seeing playing with the different skill trees. Because okay, I'm gonna let it go. It was a pretty fun game, but it's pretty pay to win, and it's not good anymore. Oh, I missed that game. Anyway, Wayfinder seems fun. Hopefully they do make a few more changes. I feel like I like it if you have like a skill tree and you can just equip 4. That's fine, but I don't only want to have just 4. Like make me pick and choose a little bit. That's more fun in my opinion. You can also try things out that way. But yeah, so she said May is early access. So a full release is probably like what, 1 week, 2 weeks later, something like that. So it should be soon. I haven't even looked at the price yet for the game, but I am somewhat excited. I'm skeptical, but you know you have to be with MMORPGs nowadays. Anyway, yeah. Now what was that other video? I'll see you guys later, but I will click this. Today.